Okay, this is example 21. Okay, the question that we couldn't finish just now because of technology issues. Okay, basically what we can do is we know that there are two absolute value functions. So I need to figure out when will the absolute value of 2x plus 5 is just 2x plus 5, and when it is negative 2x plus 5. So obviously 2x plus 5 more than 0, then the absolute value is itself. 2x plus 5 less than 0, the absolute value will be negative 2x plus 5. But when it comes to equal to 0, in fact, it doesn't matter if you put it in the first one or you put in the second one. Let's say equal sign here also can, but we cannot put in both. Therefore, I just choose to put along with more than. That means that when x is more than and equal to minus 5 over 2, absolute value of 2x plus 5 is 2x plus 5. When x is less than minus 5 over 2, absolute value of 2x plus 5 is negative 2x plus 5. The same thing happened to the absolute value of 1 minus x. It is just 1 minus x when minus x is more than or equal to 0, which is where x is less than or equal to 1. It will become minus 1 minus x, which is the minus 1 plus x, when 1 minus x less than 0. That is where x is more than 1. Now, we know that there are two values involved, which is minus 5 over 2 and 1. So here is what I'm going to do. I draw the number line, and I separate this number line into 3 intervals. Okay? The first interval is when x is greater than 1. So when x is greater than 1, absolute value of 1 minus x is negative 1 plus x. And when x is greater than 1, which means x is definitely greater than minus 5 over 2, then the absolute value of 2x plus 5 is just 2x plus 5. Now, if that's the case, about our inequality, that should be 2x plus 5 minus negative 1 plus x less than 1. So 2x plus 5 plus 1 minus x less than 1, x less than 1 minus 6, x less than negative 5. Okay, now obviously here you have a contradiction. Okay, when we solve the inequality, my answer is x less than negative 5. However, our condition is x bigger than 1. Okay, when x is bigger than 1, you have such an inequality. And then you tell me the solution for this inequality is x less than negative 5, which is not really bigger than 1. So we know this solution has to be rejected because it is not really in the range more than 1. Now let's look at the middle. In the middle is x in between minus 5 over 2 and positive 1. In this case, 1 minus x is itself 1 minus x. Okay. When x less than 1, 1 minus x is just 1 minus x. But then this one is also still, because x still greater than minus 5 over 2. So this one is still itself. So then our inequality become 2x plus 5 minus 1 minus x less than 1. Three x less than, okay, 1 minus 4. So x less than negative 1. Okay, now let's look at the interval. Our interval here is x in between -5/2 and 1. And our solution is x less than -1. So that means the interval satisfy both conditions should be x in between -5/2 and -1. Okay, because x is less than -1, this is our solution for the inequality. At the same time, x is bigger than -5/2. So when we look at the intersection, that will be -5/2 to -1. Okay, now look at the last one. Last one is x less than -5/2. In this case, absolute value of 1 minus x is still 1 minus x because it's going to be positive. 1 minus x is a positive number. But the absolute value of 2x plus 5 will be negative 2x plus 5, which is negative 2x minus 5. Then our inequality is this one minus this one less than 1. So x is greater than -7. Okay, x is greater than -7. Now, once again, x is greater than -7. Here, x is less than -5/2. So this one gives us -7 less than x less than -5/2. Okay, previously we also have -5/2 less than x less than -1. Okay, so now we have all these values. We need to think about what if x equals -7? Would that be okay? What if x equals -5/2? Is that okay? What if x equals -1? Is that okay? Because it will determine whether we should put an equal sign or not. Therefore, we check the value. When x equals -7, absolute value of 2 times -7 plus 5 minus absolute value of 1 minus -7. This is 9 because they're going to be -14 plus 5, -9, takes absolute value is 9, minus 8 equals 1. Is that less than 1? Because the inequality is less than 1, right? Okay, unfortunately, no. This is not going to be less than 1. So x couldn't be -7. How about this one? This is gonna be 0 minus, okay, 1 minus 5/2 is 7/2. So 0 minus 7/2 is -7/2, less than 1. So that is okay. Okay, so x can be equal to -5/2. And then if it's -1, no, cannot be -1 because here is not less than 1, but equal to 1. That's why the solution here is not very correct. X is just bigger than -7 and smaller than -1. And because x is equal to -5/2, that's no problem. Then I can combine this into one interval. That's why the final answer is -7 less than x less than -1. Okay, if you feel that my explanation is too fast, I suggest that, watch the video and pause the video, and then you think through it. And once you get it, you resume the video. Thank you.